What is your favorite sports dynasty?
I took this as favorite, not best, and I love those early 2000s Miami Hurricanes.
Put it up. Just put it up.
Am I doing it right? I don't even know. But 19 first-round picks from 2001 to 2004. Andre Johnson, Willis McGahee, Sean Taylor, Kellen Winslow, Vince Wilfork, Ed Reed, Jeremy Shockey, Reggie Wayne, Vilma McKinney. You go through the list. You go all the way down. This team was so loaded. In those games, they'd play in the Big East back then, and they would be playing, once a year they'd play Virginia Tech, and they'd just blow them out of the building, right? They'd go play Rutgers. They beat them 64-6 one time. I was at the game. I remember it. It was terrible. And then Boston College, they beat 52-6. They would just wallop teams, and they won one championship, obviously, with Coker was the coach, and then they didn't go back, and whatever it was, Butch Davis won one. But that was my team. The U, and not the, am I doing it wrong?
Twitter's going to kill you. You got to put it up like that.
Yeah, you got to be strong with it, man.
Peter, it's like, hey, hook 'em horns.
Making a field goal.
Hook 'em horns, Peter. That's it. Put the fingers together, and I'll make a U. That's it. That's it.
Not a Miami guy. I just appreciate greatness.
Cortez Kennedy would love that. I love that.
I'm not a Miami guy. I appreciate greatness.
Great.
Okay. Thank you, and I appreciate you.
That is a great dynasty. We're talking dynasty.
They were a good team, Kay.
That's a great team. You've got them. You've got the Kardashians. Who you got?
Yeah, you talk about it might not be the best, but it's your favorite.
Don't tell me that's not a dynasty.
One of my favorites that we don't talk about often, and let's just keep it real. When it comes to sports, comes to dynasties, it's male-dominated when you're thinking about it. The thought process is all the male teams. But there's a female team that's led by a male coach, and that's UConn. The dynasty, Gino Auriemma. I have a daughter who's 6 years old, and when we're sitting back and watching sports and the UConn is on, I sit back and I say, watch these women, watch that coach. This is a true dynasty. I mean, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, these girls were dominated at a high level since '95, 11 championships. And we talk about the Patriots being there every year. Are you kidding me? UConn? When you start talking about the women's tournament, every single season you can count on them being there.
It's a joke.
It is a joke.
They broke the sport, Nate.
We appreciate
That's the thing. They broke the sport. It's hard for me to watch women's basketball sometimes because UConn's on.
Well, some say that about the Patriots.
No, but they're up 45 points in the first half.
No, it's crazy. No, but it's to their credit. There's other programs, Notre Dame women's basketball, Tennessee women's basketball. They can't rise up. Absolutely, and they can't. They're that good. It's incredible.
A slight dig at the Atlanta Falcons there with that rise up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Come
rise
on,
up. You're right. Look,
Brant.
they don't deserve a dig or two. They just blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl.
Best dynasty.
Best dynasty. Look, this is going to go over really big. It's only 5:15 in the morning in the West Coast, but really big for anyone who has a 5 series with a license plate on it. Says Trojans. USC, fight on. Now listen, this is how I feel. The Miami one was sexier, all right? They were rock and roll. They were hip hop. But this one was better. They were more sustained. Pete Carroll, you look at the success that he's had now in the NFC West. He was coaching in college against Oregon State and Wazoo. It's almost unfair. 7 consecutive BCS appearances, not bowl games, BCS bowl games, 7 consecutive. You know the names, Reggie, Lendale, Leinert, John David Booty,
Dwayne Jarrett.
They didn't have the NFL success that the Miami guys did. They still got the Palomalos and the Carson Palmers.
Yeah.
But every single year, 7 consecutive seasons, they finished at number 4 or better. They were breaking the sport, too. Miami, I loved, all right? They had 4 11-win seasons. SC had 7 11
What was the stereotype about the LA USC fan? I don't understand that one. So they're what? They're different. They're privileged. I don't understand.
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, the oldest joke in the world is University of Spoiled Children. But if you drive down the 405 or Orange County, there's so many 5 series. There's so many ranges. Now it's Teslas. And it's always a USC license. By the way, pulling the parking lot of Fox Sports, Peter, there's 50 of them in every single reserve. And sometimes they have that ball on the antenna, the SC ball. It's basically it's everywhere. They have a monopoly. So they've been pretty good lately, but it was never as good as that.
Now you guys are Chicago.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Oh, Nate, take me with you, Nate.
What, 91 and 98?
I'm going to lay out and let you guys talk about it. I'll let you guys have that.
91 and 98.
Childhood, yes. And there's Jordan.
Be like Mike.
The Bulls intros, and now.
That's the starting lineup.
For your
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, they got a picture of Juanita in there. At least spare Juanita. Keep her out. Listen,
6 NBA titles.
This is how I feel, okay? There's always that thing. They won the 6 titles, but there was that gap of 2 in the middle where the Birmingham Barons took our best player. And everyone's like, oh, the Rockets would have still won. You had nothing for Olajuwon.
Who says the Rockets would have won?
They say, yes, I hear it all the time. Let me tell you what we had for Olajuwon. We had Will Perdue, Bill Wennington, and Luke Long. We had 18 fouls for him, and we would have used all of them. The hack pack, we call them. Olajuwon wanted none of that. We would have taken
Cliff Livingston, Stacey King.
Exactly right. Thank you.
Listen, the Bulls.
Scott Williams.
When all the greats are compared to you, Tom Brady's the greatest, and the first guy to come to mind is Michael Jordan. Of course, you got to give the Bulls credit. one of the best teams ever.
The best.
Dynasties ever.
I'm sort of not impressed that you didn't bring up the show Dynasty during this. It seemed like a moment.
The
for you.
show Dynasty. Oh, the actual show
Yes.
Dynasty. Yeah, we couldn't get rights to the pictures or something. But like, my babysitter in 1984 loved it. Shoulder pad chic, those ones. They were incredible.
Empire, probably a great dynasty on television right
Pretty
now.
good. I'm more of a power
Cookie
guy.
Line.
Power
Yeah.
on Stars.
Power.
That's my show. Shout out to
Okay.
You know the
Seven.
shoulder pads that
The
were in Dynasty?
Housewives.
Ghost.
Housewives,
Housewives
is a
is
great
huge.
dynasty.
Call me Ghost in
They
New
were on the
York.
show.
What about you?
What do you mean?
What other dynasties do you love?
show.
I love all a dynasty.
What about recording artists?